Hello, this is Martin from Secrets. Welcome to a new episode of Technical Analysis Learning Series where we are today going to look at Fibonacci time analysis. Right? So not going to be any slides. It's going to be very short and sweet, where we look at how to practically use this on the charts. So without wasting time, let's go and see how to do that, and then make it very short. So here is the trading view charts they have. So make it auto. So basically just to give a brief on just to give a brief on what is time extension. So suppose right now we know about the retracement levels, right? So in our daily analysis we do the retracement, right? The Fibonacci retracements, where you project what are the likely levels at which the price is supposed to retrace. We have various different levels that we have marked: 61%, 60, 50%, 38%, 23%. So the price is moving trended upwards, multiple swings, and we mark those points where it can retrace backwards, right? 23%. So the price may come back to this level of 17,050. Or sometimes, if the downtrend is more severe, it could come to 38%. If it is more severe, it could come to 50%. If it is more severe, again, it could come to 61%. Anything beyond that is going to be almost a full retracement that is going to happen, a complete 100% retracement. So that is what Fibonacci retracement. We already know that. Now, where does time comes into play? Time would help us to know when are these retracements likely to happen, or when are this retracement or any likely bounce or reversals, all of things. When is it likely to come? This is a tool that will help you analyze that, right? So basically, how do you do that? This is already marked. I want to change that. So let's take the example. I have marked few points here on IZA. You can do it basically on all. I don't want to disturb the charts that's already there. So here I had already marked it. I'll just right. So I would delete the second one just a few minutes before I had marked. So we would see basically, we should try this when you are learning the tool. You should try this at swing points, right? So I know that the price of the this particular stock is trending up, with multiple swings. So what do I do to know the levels where it's likely to trace? I have the normal Fib retracements. I go to the lower swing and then to the highest swing that is at that point in time. Let's say this is fixed. So what does it say? It says that, so I'm marking only 38, 50 and 60. These are the major three levels, right? So I'm looking forward for a retracement of this price move to happen at this 38% and then 50% and then right. So in this case you can see the price has fallen slightly below 50 and then retraced and moved up. This particular, only if you look at this trending move, right? Now if I want to know when is it likely that this time period when this is going to happen, I would use the time base, right? So this is the particular tool, trend based Fib time. If I use it like this, from the lowest swing to the highest swing, it would give me projections. So it is saying that basically, so I'm just trying to before drawing that, then I will just try to extend these lines so that it comes, it's at the same level, right? And then I would do it once again, right, to the same swing point. So give me the time frames. Look at this, right? So it's giving me a time frame. Here it is basically retraced to the 50% level, and then again once more it did hold the support at 50% and then moved up. So this particular time, November 18th. So I have this date This particular date is actually February 18th, and then the color change is happening in November 18th, November 2018, February to now. That's meant, so there is something that is likely to happen here, is what the indication is, right? So if you read this along in confluence with the retracement level, right? So what you see, this color is Fibonacci time analysis, right? That is in conjunction with retracement analysis. If it is done, you get a clue that to be cautious, alert, or to get double confirmation on something, right? You can use this tool. So basically, I know that, right? This is the time period. Suppose if I am on October 18th, right? I know that there is something that is likely to move in another few days, right? During that time, I can be cautious and I can be alert, right? So here you can see that it's an uptrend and retracement got finished and it moved immediately on that exact date. If you see, right, this particular time, maybe the few days difference may be there, but very close to this particular date where it indicated, you can see that um, the price retracement completed and it bounced from wherever the levels were there. Basically, it's bounced somewhere in the 23%. You can increase that if required, right? Yeah. So I think, yeah, correct. So it on this time frame, somewhere near to that. So these days prior to this, we can be cautious. That's the advantage of this retracement. So that is all that I want to convey. It's basically how to use retracement of Fibonacci. The tool we already know how to use that. It is used to know the levels at which it can retrace in an uptrend or a downtrend, right? So the levels, we know how to mark that properly. But when does that likely to happen in the future is what we are trying to do in time analysis. With this particular tool of Fibonacci time analysis, trend-based Fib time tool, we are trying to see the timeline where this retracement is likely to happen. And you can use, so there is a confluence of Fibonacci retracement and Fibonacci time analysis, right? And you can also use, say for example, you can also look at the RSI or any other indicators that you are using, trend indicators or anything along with this, right? See here you can see that the RSI is above in the bullish zones. So this bullish zones and this timeline and this retracement level, three things confluences makes you more confident to take a trade. That is an action. So just I don't know. So since suppose I'm just trying to draw a Fibonacci for the last swing, and if I am trying to, so this is the last swing, that's somewhere in the October, in the April of 2021. That is the last swing from where market is shot up and gone here. Now if I want to project what happens, so Fibonacci levels, I know if it is retracing 17,050 can happen. Then it can happen 38%, 50. But when I don't know, so I go and I use the time, use the same swings, go to the top, and I get the projections, right? So what do the projections say, right? The projections are saying that, right, 38%. So something is going to happen in the November time frame. So the November 25th, around that time frame, for this swing, there can be some bounce, further bounce move upwards, or there can be a retracement that can break the retracement levels. Any of these things can happen. This is for the Nifty index I put. Similarly, you can do it for any of the stock or any of the indexes, right? Works on currency or instruments, the same, right? So try to read this retracement level during uptrend or retracement in downtrend, and also along with that try to see when is the likely time analysis indicated date, and be cautious on something, be cautious and look at other indicators and other price action related tools that you can use that in confluence, and be cautious or confident on taking the trades whenever the time is coming at the changing point. So there is something that is likely to happen at this November 25, and there is something likely to happen at 31st December. How it is calculated is based on the Fibonacci, same Fibonacci series that is used for calculating the Fibonacci retracement. So the same principles instead of price extensions or the price retracements, right? Here the time retracements. The time cannot go back, right? Time is always forward, so it is projected. The same Fibonacci number system or mathematics is used here to project forward in the time. That is what in a nutshell I want. This is a very powerful tool. If you practice that, means you can't just, so you have to take one particular index or stock and then test out all of this on small swings, larger swings, and see how effective it is. That is where how you study. So this is a swing, right? So try it on the upward swing with retracement level and the time projections, and try it on a downward swing. Try it on multiple stocks, right? So over a period of time, you get to confidently project and get to. And always, this cannot be used on isolation. You cannot use it independently. Only time zone if you use, do not work. What do you see here? We are using time and Fibonacci. We also talked about using other indicators like RSI, trend, ADX, and all this along with this. So that will give you the real power of the Fibonacci time extensions or time analysis that you see. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you got to learn something from this. And if you like, hit the like button and share it to your friends. Happy learning and happy trading. Thank you for watching.